Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Flagstaff Shamrock 235S travel trailer. You guys have picked a cool trailer here. I'm here to walk you around and show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration. First, your slide. It's in at the moment. Once it's out, get a good eye for your slide. See how much room you're going to need for that to come in and out unimpeded, preferably nothing hanging over top of it, even though you have slide covers. Then leave yourself a walking space along the side of the slide. Then I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. All of your docking is going to be on the end of the unit, or on the off campsite corner, or the driver's side of your tow vehicle, right on the back of the unit. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, unhook your hitch. First thing you do is level your unit. I do recommend getting the stick on level. Find the middle of your unit here. Have someone keep an eye on that. Or you come to the front of your unit and use your power tongue jack. You do have a light here should you arrive at night. Simply down or up until you've got the unit level. Now should you lose power, under this rubber stopper right here is a crank for this manual override crank, so you can get this up and down or off your vehicle if you don't have power. Speaking of power, when you arrive, check your battery posts. Check the terminals, make sure those haven't wiggled loose on you as you're coming down the road. Once we've got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. On all four corners of your unit, you have these stabilizing jacks, 3/4 inch socket and hand crank. So you can crank them to the right. Now, as I bring these down, you can use a socket impact driver or drill gun, run these down in a matter of seconds. But first thing I want to talk about are stabilizing jacks. Stabilizing jacks are going to protect the feet of your, or stabilizing jack pads, excuse me. They're going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt, debris, hot blacktop in the summer. Going to better distribute the weight, and just a good investment with your 10% off coupon. Buy a 4-pack of these and put them down underneath your feet. So you only want to run these down just until they are taut. The easiest way to tell what you're doing is once you receive any type of resistance on this crank, stop. Remember, these are stabilizing jacks, not leveling jacks. Just want to run them down, keep everything nice and stable. Once you get unit level and stable, we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. On the back of your unit, you have this 30-amp cord. The way these go on now is they go in. Red means there's power to the cord. They go in at a little angle here. Once they're in, turn to the right, then they're locked in, and then use your black washer. Now, should you need, plug in at home. There's a 30 to 110 adapter. You can put on the end of your cord and plug into a 110. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook our water up. Docking station here, you have city water, black tank flush, antifreeze inlet. Let's start with city water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines of your unit. Always use this when putting these fluid into any of these. Hook up a water pressure regulator, hook up our hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Come around here, the corner on your off camp side to your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is making sure our drain plug is back in. May have left it out from last time you were camping. Get that in there, nice and tight. then you can go ahead and turn on your hot water, or you can turn on your hose. Now if your hose has been running for a little while, come up here to this pressure release valve and pull on that. Once water's flowing out of here, go inside and open up your water valve, your hot water side. Once water's flowing out of there, you know your hot water heater's full, and you can turn it on from inside. There's an electric element on-off switch back here. Underneath here is a switch for on and off. That is taped off to leave off. The only time you ever want to turn that on is if you're hooked up to 110. Hot water heater's not working. Push to reset. Come out and see if that's bubbled up. If it is, press it back in. It is a reset. Now let's say we're going camping and we're not going to use city water. You're going to go dry dock and use potable water. Over here on your campsite, right here in the middle, is your potable water tank. Simply fill this with a hose. No need for water pressure regulator. Two ways to tell when it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here, or two, on the inside where you check your tank levels, press your freshwater tank button and that'll tell you when it's full. Just remember, when using potable water is when you're going to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. It's already pressurized. Now you're all set up to camp. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit and show you a few things. Starting on your campsite front, you have your big storage area if you hitch work in there. This is wired for solar. You can plug in the solar panel here. Your kitchen. And swing that back in while I show you your quick connect LP for that. Simply swing this out, and here's your LP connect. You have a fridge in here, 110, and lighting up here. Does stay up on hydraulics. You also have a lip here for several things. You have another LP connect here, and a fresh water drain. For that LP connect, you have another table, a holder, and a griddle, which I'll show you on your storage on the other side. They're all set up here. Also prepped for TV. You plug in cable and 110 here. Fresh water. This is access to the back of your fridge. Here's your TV mount. Outdoor speakers. That is a hood vent for your microwave. This is your furnace heat release flue. If you run your furnace to clear that, it will get hot. Your awning, we'll run that out when we get inside. Coming on the back side of your unit, your spare tire with a cover. Unit's also prepped for a Furion backup camera. Your storage here. On the back of your unit, again, your power. So city water, black tank flush. We'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. Let's clean out your black tank, and your antifreeze inlet. Cable satellite hookup. Over here you have an outdoor shower. Your low point drain. Right here, you'll drain both of these when leaving the campsite. Again, your hot water heater. Under your hot water heater is your dump station. Black and gray holding tanks. Your slide, we'll run that out when we're inside. Slide cover, which is great. So there's the griddle that sets up outside. Docking light. Again, your batteries. Your propane tank run on a regulator. Should be pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. See it go from red to green as I open it. There's a cover for your propane tanks. Well, it covers everything on the outside. I'll show you quickly how to set these up. We release these handles. Release the handle on both sides. Grab the edge of it. Sometimes easier on the other side. Push down on this handle. That'll push it out. Or you can step inside and just press it out from in there. As he presses it out, now you can see you got a little lip there you can get a hold of. Press that down while you do it, Mike. There you go. And that sets down like that. You'll go inside. For the rest of you, I'll go turn on my interior lights. Come in here and hit our slide out. That quick, your slide is out. Now I find it easiest just to move the mattress right out of the way. Inside here is a bar, a curve on one end, straight on the other. You're going to take this straight bar up over top of your netting. I'm just going to get it right inside this circle. Use my other hand here. So as you push that out, make sure this curved end is up and tuck it in there. Return your mattress. Just like quickly you get your bed. So let's go back to the entryway. As you come in the unit, first thing I like to point out is where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows where the fire extinguisher is in case of an emergency. Coming to your right as you come in, a couple USB ports and a 110 if you need to charge the phones here. And up here your control panel. Wi-Fi Ranger, which you can connect to, and it's a booster on here. It's, you know, set up like if you're way in the back of the park, it'll be like you're right next to the Wi-Fi. Here is where you check your battery. Your freshwater tank, that's why I said you can hold the button down to tell when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Over here is where you turn on your water heater if hooked up to electric. Here for gas. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. If you had a tank heater, it would be on here. Here's your awning, extend and retract. I'm gonna run that out. When I talk about the rest, here's your slide we just did. Lighting, interior, porch, awning, step, and there's your Wi-Fi booster letter. Open this door up. Show you quickly how far to run this awning out. We're just hitting extend on your awning. You don't want to run that out until you see this white flap fall down. Once you can see your black bar, you know you're out far enough. I also have an awning light, and we'll run that back in. Down here, Apple Store or Google Play, get the app. You can stand outside and run your slide in and out. You can be sitting outside and from your phone, run your awning in and out. Pretty much do everything from that app. Turn on and off your lights. A lot of individual lighting you go through and touch. Self-explanatory microwave. Below that, a light and fan. Down here, your glass top makes an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to high. Hit your spark when your gas is on. That'll turn on. Also have an oven light. Light the oven same place at the light spot, and then use your spark over here. Oven. Bottom of your stove is your access panel to your breaker box and fuse box. Handful of 15s in there, a couple of 40s. Recommend grabbing some of those and taking them camping with you. The Dometic Fridge, open up the freezer. At the top is your control panel. Press that in. Press this one in, and now you're on auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're on electricity. As soon as you unplug, you're on gas. If you're dry docking, simply lift that up. Then you're on gas. your TV over here real quick. Press this button down here. I want to tell you about the digital channel enhancer. So it looks like it might be down in here where your controls come in. Yeah. So where your cable is in here, there's a little button that turns on and off this green light. Make sure you turn on that light before running your digital channel scan. What it is, the digital channel enhancer, it allows you to pick up more channels. The TV up here, sound system, hold that in. Turn on here. AM, FM, DVD, different modes, FM, TV audio, front audio, HDMI's, Bluetooth compatible, AM, FM, indoor and outdoor speakers. Your TV, here's a remote for that. We'll turn that on. Come on, Dad. Price is right. Fireplace, you got a remote for that too. You can just come down here, touch this. So they're not just for looks anymore. Yeah, I can go through this and get all the different pretty colors. But the biggest thing is the heat. There's your brightness. Turn your heat on. If it's chilly in the morning or evening, instead of using your gas, use their electricity and warm it up in here. Nice heater on that. You do have this storage up here you can take up or down. Bedroom zip open. Down here, 110 in USB and your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, nothing charging your battery, disconnect the battery to keep this from running your battery down. Quickly show you how to turn your sofa into a bed. Stand in the middle, the back is Velcro. Open your legs up, pull it towards you. Lay the back down. And just that quickly you have a bed. Reverse the process to put it all back. Back first. I guess that stand in the middle, it does give you a better leverage here. Hold that down. Return your cushions. Just that quick, you're back to a sofa. Now for your table, bring your table out, press this to the side, and your table will jackknife back down. Like so. Lift up your cushions, put it on the edge, and stand it back up. And it'll lock back up. Sit it on these edges here. Put your back cushions on top. There's another bed. Individual lighting here. 110. Back in your bathroom. Just want to mention back here is where your 110 with GFCI resets at. You have a hand crank open power fan here. 4 different levels. It'll exhaust pretty well. And in your ceiling, your smoke detector. I'm looking for your thermostat back here in the back corner. So it's wired for solar up here. Should you ever decide to completely wire this unit for solar, this is a template just to show the text where it's already prepped at. Start by turning on your AC. That come on quickly. You see that shuts off quickly. Now your heat, okay, turn it up, just kicked on. We'll shut that back off. Now you notice your heat will take a couple of minutes to shut off. Just act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. For the bedding, I'll try to set this here and show you what I do. Pull this up, move it out of the way. Move it over here so you can see with the camera. Come back up here. pull out on that. You can just remove this, but normally it'll fold forward for you. Set that there for a moment. So as that falls down, you're good there. Take this bar, set it inside your cushion here, and then I'm going to set the cushion back up. Bring the mattress, excuse me. Fold it up like so. Make sure all your drawers down here are closed. This is on mute. If you hold it in, it'll shut it off. Hear the furnace still running. Yep, there it goes. All right, so I like to show off my interior lights here to see if I have any individual lights I have left on. I have not. So turn my interior lights back on and run my slide in. See the importance of having those drawers down there closed, as well as these cabinets. You don't want to rip your doors off just because you're bringing your slide in. Shut off our interior lights and exit the unit. So when closing this door up, steps, make sure the exterior door is all the way open, otherwise this will catch on it. Simply lift them up. You see they're on hydraulics. I'm barely touching them. You can grab this handle, set it inside, lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn your handle, unhook any water and cable, come down to your low point drain. After unhooking your water, open both of these up, come to your hot water heater. Lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to drain all your hot water here. Once that's done, make sure you close that back down or your door won't close. Then you can pull this drain. Again, be careful, you're dealing with hot water. Make sure you close your hot water heater up. If you're using potable water on the other side, get underneath and dump your potable water tank. Hook up your hips and head on up to the dump station. Lastly, of course, bring up your stabilizing jacks. But head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take your hose and hook it up. First thing you pull is your sewage outlet. That's your black tank. Now, once it sounds like that black tank's no longer draining, leave your handle open. Come around here to your docking station to your tank flush. Take the hose at the dump station, hook up your water pressure regulator, and turn the hose on for a good 5 minutes. Let that wash out your black tank, get all that nastiness out of there. Unhook your hose, close your black handle, and pull your gray handle. That's going to be your cleaner water, your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your hose out for you a little bit. Come to the bumper, open up your bumper, and store your sewage hose right in there. Nice sanitary place for it. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. We hope you enjoy this Shamrock for many years to come. Happy camping.